Sandeepa, Imetya?
It's clear, sir.
Right.
It's clear, sir.
Okay. Right. So when you select the area, use this method V3, this cell address to D3, this cell address. Then we can select all three areas. And our formula is sum. Sum is to get the total of, right? Get the total. You should use equal sign, and sum, use the brackets, then B3 to D3. That's the answer, right? Sum B3 to D3. That is the answer, right? Second one, write the formula to calculate the average rainfall of 3 months of Colombo in cell F3. How to get that one? For this cell, the method, same method, right? We can get the equal sign. For to find the average, we use A, V, G, AVG. Else we can use average also, right? AVG. Then same as the previous one, we have to select the area B3 to D3, right? B3 to D3, right? Then the answer is equal B3 to D3. Right. If you have any questions, please ask. මොනාර ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. Right. Next one. The steps needed for calculating the average rainfall of the other district are given below with missing labels A to D. Find the blanks with suitable words, right? That's the answer. this question is not much clear, right? මේක පොඩ්ඩක් skip කරන්න. මේක අපි අන්තිමට කතා කරමු. Right? State a formula to be written in cell B9 to display the highest rainfall among all 6 districts for month of October. State a formula to be written in cell B9. Cell B9. මේ B9 එකට formula එකක් ලියන්න ඕනේ. මොකටද? Display the highest rainfall among all 6 districts for the month of October. Right? What is the formula for B9 to get the highest rainfall? Yes. I need your answer. What is the formula? We have to get the highest rainfall for all districts for October month. I have to write the formula to this cell. How should we get the highest value? What is the formula? What is the formula? Equal max. Then we have to do the range. B2 to, what is the last one? B8. Right? Then it will select this area. It will select this area and give the maximum value. Right? Give the maximum value. What is the maximum value? 45.6. It will display this value. Right? Formula is max. B2 to B8. B2 is this one. Sorry. B2 is B3. Yeah? This one B3. B3 to B8 equal max B3 to B8. Right? Create a formula to be written in cell B10. What is the B10? This one. Right? B10 to display the lowest rainfall among all 6 districts for the month of October. Like the previous one, this is to find the highest value. This is to find the lowest value. Right? But the range is same. Range එකයි. Range එකයි. ඒ කියන්නේ select කරන range එකයි. වෙනස් වෙන්නේ formula එක විතරයි. What is the formula? We have to use equal mean. Lowest rainfall. Again, the range is B3 to B8. B3 to B8. Right? B3 to B8. Okay. Lowest rainfall. Suggest two chart types to present the rainfall details of all 6 districts for the 3 months. Right? Suggest two chart types to present the rainfall details of all 6 districts for the 3 months. එතකොට අහන්නේ මේ මාස තුනේම right district ඔක්කොගෙම rainfall details record කරන්න what is the suitable chart type, right? What is suitable chart type? Right, we can use column chart. We can use column chart. What is the column chart? Column chart is like this, right? What is column chart? Let's say uh, October, November, December, right? So October month, this is the rainfall in millimeters, right? October month, for example, we can have this kind of chart, right? For all district. May අපි හිතමු Colombo, Jaffna, right? Likewise, we can get the values for this October month. Again, November month, this can be like this. මම example එකක් කරන්නේ December month එකේ මෙහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So we can display in a column chart. For October month, for all districts, what is the rainfall amount? For November month, for all districts, what is the rainfall amount? So we can compare නේ. අපිට මේකේ compare කරන්න පුළුවන්. October month එකේ ජැෆ්ටා වලට කොච්චර rainfall එකක් තියෙනවද? කොළඹ වලට කොච්චර rainfall එකක් තියෙනවද? මේ charts වලින් අපිට ඊටාම ලේසියෙන් හඳුනා ගන්න පුළුවන් rainfall amount එකේ පැහැදිලි picture එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. So we can use the column chart. So what is the other chart type we can use? We can use bar chart as well. Bar chart එකක් පුළුවන්. bar chart එක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? bar chart එක කියන්නේ මේ අත. ඒතර මේ පැත්තට rainfall millimeters වලින් right? අර chart එක නිකන් අනිත් පැත්ත හරවලා වගේ තමයි. මේක bar chart එක. ඒතර මේක October, November, December, right? මේ වගේ chart එකක් අපිට This is a bar chart. So we can use column chart, bar chart, right, for this question. Right. Also, we can use a line chart. What is a line chart? Let's say right, October month, let's say Kalam district, rainfall is this amount, right? November month, rainfall is this amount. December month, rainfall is this amount. Right? We can draw it from a line chart, right? මේක එතකොට අපි කියනවා කොළඹ district වලට. right? ඊට පස්සේ අපි හිතමු ජැෆ්නා වලට කියලා ජැෆ්නා වල මෙහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔක්තෝබර් වල rainfall එක, right? නොවැම්බර් වල rainfall එක, December rainfall එක. Right, this is Japan. Right. Likewise, we can use a line chart as well. We can use line chart, column chart, and bar chart. Right. To see the patterns of rainfall in all districts for 3 months. Right. That is the answer. හරි. මොනවාද දැන් තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න? Are you clear? Is it okay? Right? Cannot understand or not? Can understand. ඉමෙත්ය?
And understands the.
Right. ලකින්දු? ප්‍රශ්න නැද්ද මොකොත්ම? සන්දීප?
No, sir.
Right. Okay. Therefore, for this one, column chart, bar chart, line chart. Right. The following worksheet shows different cell ranges which are labeled A to E, right? Write the correct cell range against the label in the given blanks. Right. Now tell me, Imithya, what is the cell range of range A? Write the cell range. Tell me the cell range of range A. Yes.
So,
Cell range. We have to write the cell range. What is the cell range?
2 to A5.
A is range.
A2
Out.
to A5.
Huh?
A2 to A5.
Ah, right. Good. What is the range? This range is A2 to A5. Good. A2 is this one to A5. Then it will select all range, right? A2 to A5. Then range B. Lakindu, tell me the range B. Range B. What is the range B?
C2 to E3.
C2 to E3. Yes, very good. This one is C2 to E3. C2 is this one. C3, E3 is this one. Then it will select all this area. Good. C2 to E3. Right. Then ABC. What is the area C? Sandeep, C area.
To B11. A7 to B11.
A7 to B11. Very good. Right. This is A7 is this one. B11 is this one. Then it will select all this area. Right. A7 to B11. Right. Very good. Right. Then Imetya area D.
E5 to E8.
D5 to E8. Yes, very good. D5 is this one. E8 is this one. Then it will select all these area. Right? D5 to E8. Right, good. Again, this one is E area. D10 to E11. right? එතකොට හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න area එක ලියන්න කියලා කිව්වොත් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට formulas මොකුත් ලියන්න එපා, just area, just write the area. If you ask to find the write the formula, then you have to write the formula like sum and the use range, average, mean, max, like that, right? Right, done. So the formulas are equal, sum, then you have to give the range, right? So with the dotted marks, right? To get the total, we have to write the sum. To get the average, we have to write the average and we have to give the range. To get the maximum amount or the maximum value, we have to use max and you have to give the average, maybe sorry, range. To find the minimum value, we have to write the minimum. Right? These are the main formulas that we are using in Excel. Right, done. Okay. I think you got a clear idea about some basics of spreadsheet software. Oh, now we are using Excel. So Excel is a spreadsheet software. You have some basic knowledge of how to use this spreadsheet software. We will be doing some more questions regarding this area in future, right? Okay, so we are moving to very important lesson, which is programming. Programming. So, what is the meaning of programming? Why we use programming, right? හරි. අපි මොනවද කියලා බලමු. programming කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? ඇයි අපිට programming අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ? Right. So, we have some problems in our day-to-day life. අපිට day-to-day life එකේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න. Right? So, we find some solutions to our day-to-day questions. Right? Right. Why we use computers? We use computers to easiness of our day-to-day life. That means it is some kind of solution to our for easiness of our day-to-day life problems. For example, we use computer to type a letter, right? Give me a second, students. right? So we use word processing software, right, to type letters and prepare some invitations like that. So it is a solution to our some kind of problems, right? So by using a word processing software, we can easily do our task, right? And PowerPoint software, it is also solution to our some kind of problems. We can present easily. We can insert visuals. We can insert videos, audios. All these we can insert to our presentation software, right? And we can do a better and good presentation for a team of people, right? So it is some kind of solution to our kind of problem, right? And so there are some automations, like we use robots to get some things to be done from themselves, right? So then our task will be more easier, right? So by using robots, there are a lot of companies manufacturing cars, neither without using human involvement, right? By using robots, the fully companies functioning with them, right? Fully car manufacturing process is automated. අපි කියන්නේ automated කරනවා කියලා. By using robots. Robots is also a kind of computer, right? So it's a solution to our day-to-day life question, problem, right? Right. Programming is kind of thing, right? So we do programming to find a solution to kind of problem. අපි programming පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ අපේ ප්‍රශ්නයකට විසඳුමක් හොයා ගන්න. හරිද? ඒක තමයි main idea. Problem solving method එකක් තමයි programming කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒතර අපි programming කරන්නේ කොහොමද? Step by step programming කරන්න කලින් දේවල් තියෙනවා කරන්න. Right? There are some things to do before start programming. Right? We will be discussing those things as well. Right. So programming is to right? Programming is to find solutions for problems. Programming is to find solutions for problems. By using the computer, we can find solutions through programming. එතකොට computer එක use කරලා තමයි අපි programming කරලා problems වලට solutions හොයාගන්නේ. එතකොට word process software එක හදපු software company එක they use team of software developers to develop, right? To develop that word processing software. Word processing software එක හදන්න අපේ software developers ලා ලොකු පිරිසක් සම්බන්ධ වෙලා ඒ problem එක solve කරලා තියෙනවා. නැත්නම් ඒකට solution එකක් හොයාගෙන තියෙනවා. Right? So they use some kind of programming techniques to do that. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ programming තමයි පාවිච්චි කරලා දෙන්නේ software එක develop කරන්න. ඕනම software එකක් develop කරන්න අපි මොකක්ද පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ? Programming. There are different kind of programming techniques, right? So in this lesson we discuss about some kind of programming techniques, and we do some basic programming through some kind of programming software, right? Okay. අපි මේ දෙක ලියාගමු. Right? Done? හරි නේද? Right. Right? There is a jackfruit. Jackfruit ගෙඩියක් තියෙනවා. කොස් ගෙඩියක් තියෙනවා. Right? Can you get the jackfruit and eat it as you get the jackfruit? අපිට ඒක ගත්ත ගමන් කන්න පුළුවන්ද? Right? Can. We cannot. Ne? So how we are going to eat this one, right? How we are going to eat this one? So there are several steps to follow, right? Several steps to follow before eating. Eating is the solution. Now we are going to find how to get to that full solution. අපි කොහොමද මේ solution එකට යන්නේ කියලා අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලා හොයන්න ඕනේ. There is a process, right? Before eating the jackfruit, right? So there is a process to follow. So what is that process? We have to cut that one, and we have to get the pickles. We have to put them into water, and we have to boil them, right? Likewise, that's a step-by-step process. කන්න කලින් කෑම තමයි solution එක. කන්න කලින් එයාගේ steps ටිකක් තියෙනවා follow කරන්න. Right? Problem is like that. Before going to the solution, there are set of steps to be followed. අපි ඒකට විසඳුමට යන්න කලින් අපිට steps ටිකක් තියෙනවා follow කරන්න. අන්නේ steps අපි හරියට identify කරගන්න ඕනේ. We have to identify the steps very clearly. Otherwise, we cannot get the solution, right? Before getting the solution, we have to identify the correct way how to do that one. Understood? Right. In programming, right? In programming, finally we have what? Finally we have solution, right? This is final step. To come to this point, we have to follow set of procedures, set of steps, right? Right. Step 1, step 2, step 3, right? There may be. So according to the problem, there can be more steps, or there can be 2 or 3 steps, right? ප්‍රශ්නේ අනුව steps ගන්න අඩු වෙන්න වැඩි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක ප්‍රශ්නෙන් ප්‍රශ්නට වෙනස් වෙනවා. Right? So there are several steps to be followed. Right? අන්නේ steps ටිකට අපි කියනවා මේ අපේ problem එකේ solution එක හොයන්න කලින් අපි හොයන අපි අඳුර ගන්න steps ටික. Right? අපි steps ටික clearly identify කරගන්න අපි ක්‍රමයක් භාවිත කරනවා programming වලදී. කවුරු හරි දන්නවද ක්‍රමය? මොකක් හරි නමක් තියෙනවා ඒකට. What is that? Right? There is a way to present that steps. There is a way. What is that? So we have to write an algorithm. Algorithm අහලා තියෙනව නේද? Yes. Grade 7 or grade 8? Yes or no? කාටද මතක? What is an algorithm? What is an algorithm? Right? Algorithm is step by step process of how to solve a problem. Algorithm shows, right? Algorithm shows algorithm shows step-by-step process of how to solve a problem. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. Step by step process එකක් පෙන්නනවා කොහොමද මේ ගැටලුව විසඳන්නේ. Right? That is the algorithm. Right? Let's say there is a software company. They are developing a software. Right? So in that software team, there are let's say 50 members. Right? So before solving that problem properly, they have to identify, all of them need to identify what is the problem and how we are going to solve that one. Otherwise, they cannot get a clear solution. මොකද එක්කෙනෙක් ඔක්කොම කට්ටිය ප්‍රශ්නය හරියට අඳුරගත්තේ නැත්නම් කොහොමද ස්ටෙප් බයි ස්ටෙප් මේක සොලියුෂන් එක කරන්න කියලා අඳුරගත්තේ නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට හරි විසඳුමකට එන්න බැරි වෙනවා. So therefore before solving the problem, they should develop an algorithm which shows step by step process of how to solve a problem. That is the meaning of algorithm. Algorithm shows step-by-step process of how to solve a problem. එතකොට අපි කොස් ගෙඩියක් කන්න කලින් A to Z අපි ඒක ලියනවා කොහොමද? කොස් ගෙඩිය කපන්න ඕනේ, මදුළු ගලවන්න ඕනේ, ඊට පස්සේ ඇට අයින් කරන්න ඕනේ, වතුරට දාන්න ඕනේ, බොයිල් කරන්න ඕනේ. මේ ඔක්කොම process එක තියෙනවා කොස් ගෙඩිය කන්න කලින්. ඒක තමයි අපේ algorithm එක. අන්න ඒක අපි කොහේ හරි ලියනවා. This is the process. එතකොට ඒක ලියුවෙන් පස්සේ කවුරුත් දන්නව කොහොමද මේ කොස් ගෙඩිය දැන් හදන්න යන්නේ කියලා. එතකොට ඒකට ටීම් එකක් ඉන්නවනම් ලුණු දාන එකද වතුර දාන එකද ඒක කවුරුවත් මිස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද ඇල්ගොරිතම් එකේ තියෙන ඔක්කොම. ඒ ඇල්ගොරිතම් එකේ හැටියට තමයි ඒගොල්ලන් වැඩ කරන්නේ. Right? So that is the importance of having an algorithm. Right? It is a step by step process of how to solve a problem. Right? Remember that. Right? Then write down, right? Write down before finding a solution. ලියා ගන්න before finding a solution. Before finding a solution, we have to clearly identify before finding the solution. We have to clearly identify how we are going to solve the problem. So we have to identify how we are going to solve the problems. කොහොමද අපි ඒක විසඳන්නේ කියලා අපි clear අදහසක් ඕනේ. Right? So we have to identify how we are going to solve the problem. right? In programming, next point, in programming, in programming, we use algorithms. We use algorithms to do that. In programming, we use algorithms to do that. Algorithms. In programming, we use algorithms to do that. What algorithm do? What algorithm does? It shows how to solve the problem. Right? In programming, we use algorithms to do that. Right. එතනම යටින් ලියා ගන්න මෙන්න මේක මේක එක පේලි ලියා ගත්තත් කමක් නැහැ ඔයාලා පහසු විදියට algorithm shows step by step process of how to solve the problem. Step by step process of how to solve. කොහොමද මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳන්න පියවරෙන් පියවර කියලා දෙකකින් පෙන්නන එක තමයි algorithm එකේ වෙන්නේ. පෙන්නන එක. ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳන එක නෙමෙයි. algorithm එකෙන් තමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳන්න. It cannot solve the problem. It shows step by step process of how to solve the problem. එයා plan එක දෙනවා විතරයි. එයා ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳන්නේ නැහැ. ඒතකොට මේ plan එක බලාගෙන programmersලා තමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳන්නේ. ඒතකොට මේ plan එක තියෙන අපේ අපි ගියක් හදුවත් plan එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ අතින්. plan එක නැත්තම් අපි හදන output එක නැත්තම් හදන ගේ මොන වගේද කියලා හිතා ගන්න බැරි වෙනවා. algorithm එක plan එක වගේ. එයා දෙනවා step by step කොහොමද මේක විසඳන්නේ. Shows step by step process of how to solve a problem. Right? Yeah. මේකත් ස්කෙච් එකක් වගේ නිකන් ඇඳගත්තා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට idea එකක් එනවා. Step by step process and finally we get the solution. So this is a algorithm. Remember, algorithm doesn't solve the problem, but it shows how to step by step how to solve the problem. It only shows, right? Remember that. Finally, how we going to be solve that problem? By getting the idea of an algorithm, getting the idea of how to solve the problem, then we do programming to solve that problem. අපිට programming වලින් තමයි final solution එක හම්බ වෙන්නේ. algorithm එක බලලා ඒක අනුව අපි programming කරලා step by step final solution එක ගන්න පුළුවන් programming කරලා. right? okay. මේ ටික ඉවර නම් කියන්න. Finished? හරිද? ඉවරද? okay. කෝ කට්ටිය? ඉදිද? ඉමෙත්‍යා?
Finished, sir.
finished. අකින්දු?
Finish, sir.
සන්දීප finished?
Finished, sir.
කතා කරන්නේ. right. හරි. algorithm. Now we know that algorithm is it shows how to represent, how to solve a problem step by step, right? And now we are going to see there are two types of ways to represent an algorithm. Algorithm එකක් represent කරන්න ක්‍රම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. There are two ways of representing an algorithm. කොහොමද මේ ක්‍රම දෙක? ඊළ algorithm එකක් ලියන ක්‍රම ලියන හරි පෙන්වන ක්‍රම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ පියවරෙන් පියවර පෙන්වන ක්‍රම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Right? One is flow chart. I think you know that how what is the flow chart. අපි මම හිතන්නේ කලින් පාඩම් වල ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. කලින් අවුරුද්දවල flow chart, right? Flow chart is a way of representing an algorithm. Algorithm එකක් පෙන්වන එක ක්‍රමයක් තමයි flow chart එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ, right? Flow chart is a one way of representing an algorithm. What is the other way? How done? How done? කවුරු හරි දන්නවද අනිත් ක්‍රමේ මොකක්ද කියලා? අනිත් එක තමයි අපි කියනවා දැන් මේ flow chart වලට අපි සිංහලෙන් කියනවා ගැලීම් සටහන කියලා. අනිත් එක pseudo code කියලා කියනවා. pseudo codes අපිට O level වලදී තමයි ඕන වෙන්නේ. හැබැයි අපි දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ මේ අවස්ථාවේදී මොකද්ද algorithm එකක් represent කරන ක්‍රම දෙක. One is flow chart, other one is pseudo code. මේක PS කියලා බෑනේ pseudo code. අපි මේකට කියනවා ව්‍යාජකේත කියලා කියනවා. ව්‍යාජකේත මේක ගැලීම් සටහන් flow chart, right? That is the two ways of representing an algorithm. One is flowchart, one is pseudocode. So now you are only going to discuss about this flowcharts, not about pseudocode. Pseudocodes අපිට ඕන වෙන්නේ O level වලදී. දැන් නෙමෙයි. Right? So therefore, don't much concern about pseudocodes. We have to concern about this flowchart. Right. Take this down. There are two ways of representing an algorithm. There are two ways of representing an algorithm. There are two ways of representing of an algorithm. There are two ways of representing an algorithm, right? After that, take this down. Algorithm, there is one way, flowchart. Second way is pseudocode. There are two ways of representing an algorithm. One is flowchart, another one is pseudocode. Then we know that the concept of programming, why we use programming, right? Before programming, what we need to do, we need to find how to do that, right? In how to do that, we have to find some steps, how to step by step we are going to solve this problem. To do that, we use algorithms. Algorithm is it shows step by step process how to solve that problem, right? It shows, only shows, huh? Right? There are two ways of representing an algorithm. One is flowchart, other one is pseudocode. That's it. That's about algorithm, right? Understood? Okay. හරි. මෙතෙන්ට මොනවද ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද ළමයි? Is there any questions up to now?
No, sir.
Right. Kindu?
No, sir.
Right. Then we'll discuss the rest by next week, right? By next week, we are going to draw some flowcharts and how to, according to this problem, how to draw a particular flowchart to that problem. And step by step, we are going to do some programming using some software, right? So therefore, we will be doing those things next week, right? එතකොට did you start this lesson in school?
It's
Yes. Right. Yes කියලා නේද කිව්වේ ලකිනු?
it's
Right. Uh, Imetya, yours?
Yes, sir.
Right. Started, ne? Right. Okay, good. Then we will be discussing the rest of things by next week, right? Okay, students. මොනවත් ප්‍රශ්න නැත්නම් අපි මෙතනින් class එක stop කරමු. Right? Okay, then bye and have a nice week. Right?